Here's a hint what we're going to see today, and I am so excited to bring this video to you.
Hello friends, how you doing today? We're here in beautiful Detroit at the recently renovated Michigan Central Railroad Station.
It's been abandoned and empty since 1988.
And it just underwent a multi-year, $1 billion restoration. And we're here to see how cool it is, because I'm sure it's really great. And we're excited to go in and check it out. We're going to take you with us.
I was expecting a really dull tourist video as an introduction to the station, but this display is on a giant cube in the center of one of the old waiting rooms, and it is really fun and amazing to see. It is actually very informative and fun to watch. Shows the proposed future of the building, the history of it, the renovations that took place, and the vision behind the whole process, spearheaded by Ford Motor Company, my former employer. And it's actually kind of a sense of pride that we, as a company, took this project on. So here we are, exiting out of the waiting room into the main hallway, and it is just incredibly beautiful. The chandeliers, the light fixtures, the tiles on the roof, the windows are stunning. It's just an amazing job of rebuilding and restoring this structure. If you see the old pictures that were really popular back in the 1990s and early 2000s, what they call ruin porn or urbex type videos where it shows people in here and exploring, it was just a disaster. Graffiti everywhere, tiles falling down, no windows left in the whole building at all. And all this stuff had to be repaired, reproduced, or replicated. It was a challenging task, not left up to one person or company, but the work of the whole community. Engineers, artists, architects, graphic designers, historians, all played a significant portion in the work of restoring this magnificent building. And the future looks bright for it. Here's one of the pictures I was telling you about of what it looked like before. They reproduced all the tile. They made new ornamental decorative items out of new materials that they hadn't used before. This section of stairway has been preserved in its original state to show you what it looked like before the restoration started. Rust, banding, worn out steps, graffiti everywhere. And now it's just beautiful. Look, the ceiling here is just amazing. And all of this stuff was created with thousands and thousands of man hours of intensive labor, and it's just incredible to see the results. This particular gallery here features a museum showing the cafeteria, and we're standing right in the area where the cafeteria restaurant used to be. In the restaurant, there's plans that there may be a cafeteria installed here in the future. These are all relics left over that were found in the building as they were cleaning out 1 million gallons of water from the basement and sub-basement, and things they found just laying around that hadn't been ransacked or picked up. Pretty amazing that this stuff was still left here. Speaking of lost and found, one of the key things in the operation of the train station was a lost and found desk, and here's some examples of items that were found in the basement that had been lost, and they even have the original book of lost and found, a logbook of lost and found items. This is one of the things that's most impressive, is the clock. The clock had thought to be lost forever when someone who had actually salvaged it from the site came forward and returned it. Now, it's quite an interesting story, the way it was returned. Here's the drawings of the architectural elements of how the cornices and the decorative trim was supposed to look, and what they had to do to repair, fabricate, and restore this to its present condition. This is one of the new technology lightweight panels that they use. These ram's head ornaments were known to have existed, but no one had pictures of them or any design specifications on what they were actually supposed to look like. Some art historians searched some records and galleries, and they found an architectural collector who had this piece in his collection, and he graciously shared it with the Michigan Central Station Restoration Committee, and they were able to copy it and reproduce it in its exact form, something they wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. This gallery is especially impressive with its iron and glass ceiling and outlook over the sky. Look at that. It's just beautiful to look up and see that. Very industrial, modern age kind of steampunky look to it. And just some wandering around here with the tiles and the look of the hallway. The only disappointing thing was the merchandise. They had a merchandise booth set up, and there wasn't anything really that special or interesting in it. Here's some more looks around different parts of the building as we wandered around. They had an art show going on here, an interactive art show. These are the old ticket windows with the curtains and screens up over them. Some of the pillars, and just such a fascinating place to walk around. You can see it too. It's going to be open every Friday and Saturday, I believe, from now through the end of summer at least. And you can come in here and wander around and have a look. Here's another shot of what the inside looked like before the restoration and how bad it had become at one point. Well, I'm going to stop talking and just let you soak in the details and how cool this place is. Ford has big plans for the whole campus area around here, including an innovation center, engineering and development, a restaurant, hotels, possibly retail and professional shops on the lower levels. They gave away a souvenir newspaper. And on the way exiting, you can see the gallery of graffiti that was saved. Sort of like a memento of how it used to look when people were exploring it back in the last 30 years or so. As we exit the building, we turn around and look up at the impressive area that this thing occupies and the height of it. The tallest train station in the world when it was built, and it was opened in 1914. So this actually served as a functioning railroad station for 74 years. Generations of young men shipped off to the military from this station. And it's just a huge part of the local Detroit history. And really Michigan history, railroad history. It's just a cool, important old place, and it's so wonderful to see the work that was done to it and the community effort to bring it all together. The neighborhood around here is growing and developing. It's 3/4 of a mile from downtown Detroit, and on almost every single block and street from here to the downtown area, you see new buildings, construction, apartments, condos, commercial businesses opening up. Downtown Detroit is definitely back, and the neighborhoods will hopefully soon follow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now.